Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today I have the rapid fire home fragrance tag video to share with you. So this is a tag that has been going around the wax community. I am not sure who started it, but it looks really fun. I've only watched 2 videos so far, and I was tagged by 2 people actually. I was tagged by Summer Michelle and by Melissa Johnson Haight. So thank you ladies for tagging me. I did print out the questions and we are just gonna hop right in and get to it. So question number 1 is candles or wax melts? Wax melts. I used to be a candle girl, started watching wax melt videos on YouTube a couple of years ago, and went down the rabbit hole of wax melts. So yes, I am a wax melt girly now. I still do candles too, but I am, 80%, 90% of the time a wax melt person now. So number 2 is woodsy or fruity. I'm actually gonna go woodsy. I never thought that I would be a woodsy person, but I love like anything like, like atmospheric, tree scent, anything like that. I absolutely love those scents. I'm not a huge like fruity person, so I'm gonna go with woodsy. Spring, summer, or fall, winter, I don't even need to think about that. That is hands down fall, winter, all day, every day. I am not a summer person at all. I hate the summertime. I do not like the heat or anything like that. So sometimes like I haven't even been melting lately, like especially with my AC going, it messes with the, fragrance and everything. And it's been so hot here that I've had like so many ACs going that, it's just taking so much power that I haven't even been melting, and I really haven't even been in the mood to melt because it's just too hot. And I'm just so, nope, I am a fall and winter girl through and through. Number 4, hot plates or Scentsy warmers. I'm gonna say both, but I'm gonna go with Scentsy warmers because I do have bulb warmers from Scentsy and I do have hot plate warmers from Scentsy. I have like the element warmers, so and they both work really good. I have like the Snow White Wishing Well warmer is a hot plate warmer, is an element warmer. That one is a fantastic performer. I really enjoy that one. And then the bulb ones work, just as well for Scentsy and Vendor Wax. So I'll go with Scentsy warmers, but both bulb and hot plates from Scentsy. Question number 5 is Vendor Wax or Scentsy. Another thing, hands down, Vendor Wax for me. There are a few scents from Scentsy that I do enjoy, and there's one that I absolutely love, but through and through, I am a Vendor Wax girly. Like if you go through my collection, 90% of my collection is Vendor Wax. So Vendor Wax all day, love my Vendor Wax. Number 6, would you prefer to buy multiple smaller size wax or loaves of a scent that you love? I'm actually gonna go with the smaller size wax because I do have multiple smaller sizes of scents that I do love, because I like to just melt it, like I'll finish that size and then, I'll just like move on to something else for a little while, and I won't warm my other sizes, I'll give it some time until, I'm ready to warm it again. So I like to have multiples, so that way when I finish a scent, then that's it. Then I have those extras, on the side. And it's like if I have like a loaf of something, I feel like once I start it, I need to finish it. So I would actually prefer to have smaller sizes. So that is for number 6. Number 7, least favorite scent note in wax. I'm gonna have to go with cherry. I am just not a cherry person in wax. The only cherry scent that I've been able to do in wax is Scentsy's Maraschino Sugar Cookie, and even that, I have to be in the mood for that in order to melt it. But otherwise, cherry just comes off very medicinal and very fake and artificial to me, so I cannot do cherry in wax, so that is my least favorite scent note in wax. Number 8 is most underrated scent blend. See, that I don't know. Like the only thing that comes to my mind right away is a scent that was underrated for me. I know it's a very popular scent for other people, but anytime that I ever watched like people like haul this scent, I always thought like, oh, that scent's not gonna be for me, based on the scent notes. I'm like, I'm like, I don't understand what all the hype is about that. But then I tried the scent and then I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. And that is Snow Cones by the Sea from Teddy Bees, because that has like watermelon, black cherry, and I can't remember what else. And I was just like, that has to smell like so like fake and artificial and everything. I'm like, I don't understand what the hype is about that. And then I believe it was Summer Michelle that was kind enough to send me a souffle of that. And I was just like, I fell in love with it. It's absolutely beautiful when it's warming. I totally understand the hype. So I mean, it might not be, I mean, obviously it's not underrated, but it was underrated for me when I first heard about it, because I was just like, oh, that doesn't sound like it would be good at all. So number 9, the last scent that you warmed. So I warmed a sample the other day of Fair Food from Super Tarts. I had gotten that in one of my recent orders. It's like a caramel apple funnel cake, you know, carnival fair type of scent. Really good, you know, the caramel apple, love it. So that was the last scent that I warmed, was Fair Food from Super Tarts. The last scent that I bought, ooh, I'm trying to think. I actually don't remember. Yep. Wow, I'm like really like drawing a blank here because I can't remember the last order that I actually placed. It might have been, I think I did a small customs order with that Smell Good shop a couple of weeks ago. That's the last thing that's coming to mind. I did get my pre-orders in from Lavender and Speckles and Knowles Farm from May, but I can't like think of a particular scent like the last scent that I bought. So I honestly, I don't remember. I believe the last purchase I made was that Smell Good shop, and I did customs with that. So number 11, do you double bag? Only for certain things. I do double bag my loaves, and I double bag my Rose Girls mini melters, especially her bakery, because I feel like her bakery tends to you know, lose its potency after a while. So I double bag my loaves, and I double bag the mini melter bags from Rose Girls. Number 12, do you store by vendor or by season? Definitely by vendor. It's just so much easier for me to keep it that more organized that way by vendor. So each vendor, you know, basically has their own drawer at this point. So top 3 favorite scent categories. I'm gonna go hands down bakery. I am a bakery girl through and through, so that's always gonna be my number 1. Number 2, I'm gonna go with the aquatic. I do love, you know, fresh aquatic, salty sea air type of scents. And I'm also gonna go with like woodsy, like anything like trees and, you know, atmosphere, like crisp air scents. Like I just love all 3 of those. 14, blend or single note. I am gonna go with blend, even though some single notes on their own are good, but I just love the blends that these vendors come up with. And, you know, a lot of it, you know, you never think to, you know, put these, you know, scent notes together into one. So I'm definitely gonna go with blend. 15, strong thrower or soft and subtle. I am gonna go with strong thrower. Like when I walk into the room or I walk into my house, I want that, you know, scent to just blow me out of the house. Like I want, you know, the people downstairs to smell it. Like, you know, I want it to be a strong thrower. Number 16, morning or evening melter. I am an evening melter because, you know, I do work a, you know, 9 to 5 job. So I am out of the house, you know, the majority of the day at work. I used to be able to melt at work, but then somebody complains and I can't melt at work anymore. So I am an evening melter. The first thing I do when I get home is turn on my warmers, you know, for the most part, except for now, like I said, it's been so hot, but that's usually the first thing I do when I come home is turn on my warmers. So I am definitely an evening melter. Number 17, name first 2 scents that come to mind. I'm gonna say Mac Apple because I am a apple person, lover, you know, all the way. So I'm gonna say apple and cashmere. I have been getting more into cashmere scents lately, so those are the two scents that come to my mind. Number 18 is Fresh Linen or Sweet Bakery. I'm gonna go with Sweet Bakery because, like I said, I'm a bakery girly through and through, so definitely have to go with my Sweet Bakery. Number 19, what is a heartbreak scent that you can no longer get? Okay, if you've been watching my videos for any length of time, you know that my absolute heartbreak scent is Scentsi's Vanilla Waves. That is like my happy scent. I absolutely adore that scent. I do not have it in my Scentsy club, and they have not brought it back. I think this is like the second year in a row now that they haven't brought it back, and it's such a heartbreak to me. That is definitely my heartbreak scent that I can no longer get. I really wish that Scentsy would get off their butts and, you know, give us what we want and give us Vanilla Waves back. So that is definitely my heartbreak scent. Number 20, do you melt the same scent all over or change it up by section? I definitely change it up by section. I usually do like something different, like in the kitchen, like living room, and then like I'll do something different like in my bedrooms. So I like to, you know, keep it, you know, separate for the most part, unless it's something that I'm trying to use up, you know, like a clamshell or something, then I will like split it between like my bedroom and my kitchen just to get that used up and out of my collection. But I mostly try to separate it by section. Number 21, do you track what you have been warming? I do not. I know a lot of people do spreadsheets. I just can't. I don't have the time and the patience to sit there and, you know, create the spreadsheet and then go back and delete things and this and like, I just don't have the patience for that. So I just, you know, put my empties aside, do my video, and then I'll count like how many empties I use in a month, but I don't actually keep track of it like any other way besides that. Number 22, try to dupe or buy the OG. If I can, I'm gonna buy the OG because the OG is always the best. Like, you know, so duping is fun, and there are a lot of, you know, scents that I have tried that are dupes that are very close to the OG, but if I have the option to buy the OG, I'm gonna buy the OG. 23, a scent you didn't expect to love but now do. And I am gonna go with tree scents. I never thought getting into my home fragrance journey that I would be a tree person, but I am. Like, I love tree. Like, if I wanna melt tree, like now I will melt tree now. I love Christmas tree scents. I love the outdoorsy woody scents. I love tree scents, and I honestly never thought that I would like tree scents. Number 24, seasonal melter or mood-based melter? Mood-based melter, 100%. I will melt whatever I want when I want. Like I just said, if I want a Christmas tree scent in July, I'm gonna melt a Christmas tree scent in July. If I wanna melt like a watermelon scent in the dead of winter, I'm gonna warm that. So I'm definitely, you know, a mood melter through and through. Number 25, Scentsy Club or stock up all at once? I'm gonna go with Scentsy Club because I like, you know, I try to keep my Scentsy Club to a minimum, which is another reason why I like it. And then I also like the fact of, you know, the hack that they have that you can actually push the club out, you know, a little bit. So that way you don't have to get it, you know, every 3 months and have like a huge stockpile of, you know, all these bars. So I definitely prefer to do Scentsy Club. And then bonus questions, scents that make you nostalgic or relaxed. I am gonna go with Beach Nights. Beach Nights is just one of those scents that just makes me feel like so cozy and comforting and relaxed. Like when I come home and I'm not like, you know, in the best mood, if I had a hard day at work or, you know, somebody aggravated me or something at work and I come home, one of the scents that I love to do is Beach Nights or any type of Beach Nights blends to help me feel relaxed. Like that is just my one thing. That Beach Nights, lavender, you know, the cashmere, like those like cozy scents to help me feel like, you know, just comforting and relaxed. Like those scents I absolutely love. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything that makes me feel nostalgic. I would have to say, you know, like like the perfect Christmas or like tree farm candle from Bath and Body Works. Like that reminds me of when I was a kid, and there was a couple of years where we did have a real Christmas tree. So I do remember waking up on Christmas morning and, you know, going to open up presents, and then the whole living room would just smell, you know, like a real like Christmas tree. There was only a few years that we did that, but I do remember having a real tree when I was a kid. So I think that's one of the reasons why I love, you know, tree scents, because it reminds me of being a kid, you know, in the winter and Christmas and everything, and just having your house smell like, you know, a tree. So yeah, that is it. That is the Rapid Home Fragrance, if I can talk, tag. So thank you again, ladies, for tagging me. I really appreciate it. This was so much fun to do. I'm gonna go and watch everybody else's videos now, because I didn't want to watch too many, you know, and be influenced in any sort of way. So I've seen a lot of people have done the video so far, so I'm not exactly sure who's been tagged and who hasn't. But so far, I don't think I've seen a video from Natalie from Jersey Shore Living or Charity Rose. So I'm gonna tag those two ladies. So tag ladies, you're it. Hopefully you're able to do this video. If you haven't been tagged, you don't need to be tagged. This is just a way to keep things going. So if you haven't done the video and you want to do the video, please feel free to do the video, because, you know, it's just really fun to see what everybody's answers are to these. So yeah, thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with me today. I truly appreciate it. I look forward to chatting with you all in the comments down below. If you don't make videos and you want to leave some answers to the questions in the comments, please feel free to do so. I would love to chat with you all, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.